Welcome to the Better Results Faster Health Workshop. We do this to help you get better results from your care faster. And the reason why we do this is because we really believe that the more you understand about your health and your active role in your journey, the better results you're going to get. And our job is to be your guide, to empower you and your family to live a healthy life naturally. The first thing we need to do to be able to do that is change the way you view and manage your health. Most people here in America live in the disease model of health. That's drugs, shots, and surgeries, managing and treating symptoms of disease, being reactive to health issues. We spend more money on medical care, more money on drugs and surgeries than any other country in the world, yet we have the worst outcomes when it comes to health. So we want to help you embrace the health model. This is what we're going to talk about today. 12 things you need to know to be healthy naturally so that you can change the way you view and manage your health to create long-term outcomes. Key thing to understand, and since chiropractic has been founded, they talked about this truth. Medicine is what makes people die, and chiropractic is what makes people live. That's what we're going to talk about here today. Not just how to avoid death, but how to live to your optimal health. And this is what that road to recovery looks like. If you're in the beginning phases of your care, you're right here, which is called the initial intensive care. You're likely in pain. You likely have health issues going on. You're not at your optimal health right now. And you want to be able to get to that point where you're functioning well, doing all the things that you want and need to do. This journey is what we're going to help you with today, not just to minimize symptoms, but to actually get back to your optimum health. And as you go through this journey, you actually get healthier and stronger. This first phase here, what's called the initial intensive phase, this is when you're usually coming in 2 to 3 times a week for chiropractic care. You're incorporating home care, you're incorporating healthy habits, you're breaking bad habits. This is to start the process of healing so you feel and function better. This is the beginning, not the end. The goal isn't just to feel better temporarily, it's to function and heal better long term. That's this next phase. This is corrective care. This is usually anywhere from 1 to 4 years, depending on how long your problems have been going on for, how much stress is in your life, and how consistent and committed you are to your care. This is usually like 1 to 2 times a week. And we do this until everything is stable and you're at your optimum health. The next phase is what's called wellness. All right, this is something that's lifelong. This is usually anywhere from 2 to 4 times a month of chiropractic care and continuing your healthy habits. Because health is a journey. It's not a destination. Even once you've hit goals, it doesn't mean you stop doing the things that got you there. It means you build and compound upon that. The goal would be that you actually get healthier and feel better year after year. Not that you're just maintaining or even slowly declining. And that's really what we're all about here at New Life Chiropractic. And that's the vision I have for you and your family, and I know that's possible. So these 12 things here, the 12 things you need to know to be healthy, we're going to cover here today. When you understand and embrace these 12 things, it will radically change your life. We've been doing this for over 12 years now, and we've seen thousands of families, thousands of individuals overcome health issues naturally. Cancel surgeries, get off medications, reverse disease, get out of pain, get rid of walkers and canes, totally change their life for the better, and I know you can do it here too. And the reason why is principle number 1, because healthy is normal. Think about to yourself, do you believe that to be true? Have you maybe been told that you can't be healthy again? Did your doctor tell you that this can't get better? That you're gonna have to take this drug for the rest of your life? That surgery is your only option? I've heard that so many times. And I'm here to tell you, over 95% of the cases, that is not true. That is not true. Unhealthy is not normal. Right now, you may be in an unhealthy, abnormal state. And throughout your care here, from your initial care and beyond, it's about helping your body transition back to what's normal. And that's healthy again. That's what we're all about. And the good news is your body is smart. You have this innate intelligence that runs everything in your body. Every cell, tissue, and organ is designed to function optimally. And your body doesn't make mistakes. It's functioning at 100% capacity at all times. The potential is always there, no matter where you are in your health right now. No matter what you've tried and how bad things may be, the opportunity to be healthy is still there. We just need to remove the interference and regain that function and health back. When you look at some of the things that you may think your body's doing harm, like a fever, what does a fever really mean? Is a fever something that should be treated? Is a fever something that's bad or harmful? When you're in contact with a bacteria or a virus, your body's trying to fight off that infection. A fever helps kill viruses and bacteria. That's your body being smart. Medicine may say, lower your fever, treat the symptom, lower your cholesterol. But all these things is your body doing the right thing at the right time. It's your body doing what it needs to, not just survive, but thrive. If you allow the normal processes of your body to do what they're supposed to do, you get to the root cause of why things are actually happening, and you help your body function better. That's the pathway to a healthy life. That's the pathway to overcoming dysfunction and disease. That's the pathway to be at your optimum health and wellness. And that's what chiropractic is founded on. Not treating pain, not minimizing issues, not managing disease, but helping your body function better. You have this master control system, your brain and nervous system, that runs the whole show. Every single thing that happens in your body, how you digest food, how you breathe, how your heart beats, what you see and what you hear, is all messages that's interpreted by your brain, that's sent through your nervous system. This is what regulates all function. It's what regulates all health and healing. And as corrective care chiropractors, this is the number one thing that we focus on. Not your muscles, not your back, your master control system, your brain and nervous system. Doctors know this. Medical literature, as long as they can be published, have said that the function of your nervous system and your body's ability to communicate messages through your brain, spinal cord, and these individual nerves is directly proportional to the health of your body. This is from the Journal of Neuroscience. That's what we focus on. Is your brain communicating at 100% potential to the rest of your body so that master control system can do what it's designed to do? Your spine is like a suit of armor. It protects that brain and nervous system. You have a skull, you have a spinal column, you have 24 individual segments that all surround your brainstem, your spinal cord, and all your individual nerves. This suit of armor is extremely important because the structure of your spine directly affects the function. So right here is what we should see. If we looked at you from the side this way, you should have a curve in your neck, your mid-back, and your lower back. That would mean your ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles all line up. That's why when you initially come in and throughout your care, we look at your posture. Posture is like a window into your spine. It's extremely important. A balanced posture equals balanced health. If we looked at you from behind, what we should see is everything is in alignment. Your head, your shoulders, your hips, and your feet. That would mean that your spine is straight, up and down. Any deviation or shifting out of this alignment is what's called spinal subluxation. So if you've never been to a chiropractic before, or you're new to chiropractic care in a corrective model, you may have never heard of subluxation. Chiropractors are really the only doctors that actually detect and correct subluxation, so it makes sense why you may not have heard this before. Subluxation is not a back problem. It's a health problem. Subluxation is any time your spine shifts out of its normal alignment, which we can see through posture and we can see through x-rays. When your spine shifts out of alignment, what can happen is it gets stuck that way. And it starts to affect how the brain communicates function and healing through the nervous system. And as you can see here, every single level of your spine controls something different in your body. You have three main areas. You have what's called the lumbar region, which is your lower back, which you may feel lower back pain. That can also cause sciatic or nerve pain, which goes into your hips, knees, and into your legs. It affects all of your lower extremities, everything below your waist. It also affects all of your lower abdominal organs, your bowel and bladder systems, your reproductive systems, your digestive systems, into the kidneys. All that comes from the lower back. So you may not necessarily feel that as lower back pain, but it could be affecting the function of one of these other organs. The mid-back is what's called the thoracic region, right? That can cause mid-back pain. That can cause rib pain, pain that refers around to the front here. That also affects most of your endocrine system, your kidneys, your adrenal system, your pancreas and liver, your stomach, and that goes all the way into the top, which regulates your heart and your lungs and your sympathetic nervous system. This also, at the very top, regulates your upper extremities, and that goes into what's called the cervical region. That's your neck, This can affect your neck itself. It affects oxygen and blood flow to the brain, which can create headaches and migraines. It goes into your shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, and fingers. So just like the lower back, you can get numbness and tingling, you can get pain, you can get referred issues. That can all stem right there from your spine. And this affects some of the most important systems in your body, including your brain stem and all of your cranial nerves. This runs and coordinates all the major functions in your body, including your immune system, including your chemicals and hormones, oxygen and blood flow to the brain, heart and lungs. This is your autonomic nervous system here. It affects all your sinuses. It affects your ears, nose, throat, the glands of your throat, all connected right here through the neck. So you can see how important your spine and nervous system is. That's why we see people coming in with all kinds of issues that improve with chiropractic care as we detect and correct these areas of subluxation and start to restore the structure and function of your spine and your nervous system so that your body can start healing itself the way that it's designed. What does subluxation cause? It can cause many things. It doesn't just cause pain. The symptom is the tip of the iceberg. This is the effects of subluxation. Subluxation is the root cause of many health issues. It causes dysfunction and disease in your body. It certainly can cause joint degeneration and breakdown, which leads to neck and back pain, extremity pain, numbness and tingling, disc damage, disc herniation, disc bulging, headaches and migraines, and many other physical symptoms that so many people unfortunately suffer with. So we can certainly help you with those things. But it also causes dysfunction and disease in the other parts of your body, which are also connected to your nervous system. That's why we look at everything. And we're not just treating the tip of the iceberg. We're working with the entire system to make things work better. Why can everybody benefit from chiropractic care? Because life is stressful. I'm sure you can agree with me. You've probably experienced stress even just today, this week, this month, and certainly this year. Stress is higher now than it's ever been. We're constantly being asked to do more with less. And because of this stressful, unnaturally fast-paced life, it's putting a lot of tension on your body. And it's your nervous system that actually helps your body adapt to and deal with stress. And your ability to be healthy and do all the things that you want and need to do is based upon your nervous system's ability to adapt to this stress, which is directly proportional to the structure and function of your spine. So what causes subluxation? It's just that. It's stress. Stress, thoughts, toxins, trauma, physical stress, car accidents, sports injuries, falls, broken bones, all that can shift your spine out of alignment, cause subluxation. If that's not immediately checked and corrected, that can lead to problems later on down the line. Micro traumas. Micro traumas is things like poor posture, sitting at a desk all day, spending exorbitant amount of times on a cell phone, on a tablet, on a computer, on a laptop, working from home, sitting on your couch or your kitchen table, studying at night on your bed, hunched over like this, doing repetitive tasks over and over and over again, constantly lifting, one-sided sports. There's so many repetitive stress traumas that are happening, and that goes on for weeks and months and years and sometimes decades in your life. That creates the same kind of trauma as a car accident or a fall or a broken bone, and is one of the leading causes of chronic subluxation. You also have toxic stress. This is chemical stress from bad diet, unhealthy products, personal care and cleaning, medications, things that are in our air, in our water, all around us, there's chemical stresses. And then thoughts, emotional stress. You've probably had times where you're emotionally stressed and you felt physical pain. That's because those systems are tied directly together. Any one of these stresses can cause subluxation and make the effects of subluxation worse. So as part of your care, not only are we helping correct the cause of these issues, but we're teaching you lifestyle habits. That's why we do workshops and events. So that way you're not constantly recreating these stresses, showing you how to minimize these stresses as much as possible and create healthy habits and healthier alternatives. One of the biggest stresses to your spine, as mentioned, is repetitive stress, and that's posture. It's your phone. It's your devices. We live in a world now where we're constantly connected to technology, and there's some amazing benefits of that, but there's a lot of drawbacks too. When we look at it, your head normally weighs about 10 to 12 pounds when it's over your head like this. That's normal. When you look down just 15 degrees, that's barely anything at all. Which, let's be honest, that's not how you check your phone. Just 15 degrees is now 27 pounds. That's over doubled. When you get to here, which is what most people do, right? What does it look like when you're on your phone? You're like this. Let's be honest here. 60 pounds. Do you think your neck was meant to carry 60 pounds of stress? No. It was meant to carry 10 to 12 pounds of stress. So if you're constantly putting 60 pounds of stress, what happens is the structure of your spine starts to change. You can see you start to lose that curve. As you lose the curve in your neck, the tension on the bones and the joints increases. So those joints respond to that stress by creating arthritis. This is disc damage. This is disc degeneration. And spinal subluxation goes through many phases. Phase 1 is when it's the most correctable. There's no degenerative or permanent change. Phase 2 is when that degenerative process starts. You start getting bone spurring. You get arthritis. You get disc damage. You get fibrotic tissue, scar tissue. Phase 3 is when that continues and worsens. And phase 4 is when it's permanent. So the earlier we can get to subluxation, the sooner we can prevent any permanent damage and reverse anything that's been going on along the line. That's why you don't want to just go when it's at its worst and treat symptoms. So how would you even know if you have subluxation? Well, that's why we do your initial evaluation when you first come in. That's where we do nerve scans. We do physical biostructural exams, posture, range of motion, muscle tension. We do specific digital x-rays so we can detect and correct those areas of subluxation, understand exactly where the root cause is coming from, and have a custom approach to be able to do that. Subluxation are not detected by pain alone. It's not just because it hurts somewhere that you have subluxation. It also doesn't mean if it doesn't hurt that you don't have subluxation. Subluxation can only be detected and corrected through objective testing. That's why it's so vital up front, and it's so vital throughout your care as we're checking in on that progress to make sure you're right on track where you need to be. And this is why an x-ray specifically is so important. And a lot of chiropractors don't take x-rays. Many times, if you're going to a symptomatic or pain relief chiropractor only, they may not do an objective test up front. They may not do a set of x-rays. And they likely won't do repetitive x-rays over time to see the correction and change, because the goal isn't correction, the goal is pain relief. This would be anybody that's on your insurance plan. This would be anybody that's pain-based or symptom treatment alone. That's short-term. What we really focus on here is long-term correction. People come here because they want to resolve a problem, because they've been to other doctors and they've tried other things, and they've been to chiropractors that didn't fix their problems, and they're tired of dealing with the symptoms and the roller coaster of up and down and dysfunction and disease and not being able to live their life the way they should. Right? We're here to help you create an upward trajectory for a long-term corrective change. And an x-ray is the first place to start. We take x-rays for every patient that have signs of subluxation. This is an example of a teenage girl, 14 years old. We talked about the importance of the spine being straight. As you can see here, the spine is not straight. It's curved. Now, Lindsay here didn't have back pain. Her parents came in because they were suffering from issues. They learned these principles, and we recommended that the family gets checked. We always recommend that you check your family, because the only way to really understand what's going on is to take an x-ray. They had seen some issues with posture for Lindsay. She was an athlete. She'd had some issues going on health-wise, but not anything they attributed to chiropractic. We took an x-ray. You can clearly see things are out of balance. Although she may not be in pain now, if we left this here for another year, 5 years, 10 years, what would that look like, right? As a result of her getting checked early and detecting subluxation, we were to help her correct that because she was in phase 1. And now she can maintain healthy function long-term. That's the value of getting to issues early. So what do you think you should do if you have subluxation? You have 3 options. You could do nothing. You could do nothing and leave it there and hope for the best. A lot of people do that. But usually what will happen is it'll get worse. Comes up more and more often, starts to interfere with your life more and more. Number 2 is you can mask or cover up the symptoms. This could be something as simple as ibuprofen or Advil or Aleve. It could be a pain patch. It could be some type of an essential oil. It could be many different things that are palliative that can help you feel better. You could get temporary relief chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, physical therapy. All these things can help you get a temporary relief, but typically doesn't fix the problem. Number 3 is what we focus on. This is correcting the issue, right? That's corrective chiropractic care, restorative home care, and then lifestyle modifications. We focus on all three. That's what's called the three-legged stool. Chiropractic care is the foundation. The consistency of your adjustments is the most important aspect of you getting results in your care. 3 times a week means 3 times a week. Patients who never miss or move their appointments get the best results, and that's what we want for you. People who are consistently missing, moving all the time, inconsistent with their frequency of care, don't tend to do as well. They get frustrated, we're frustrated, we don't want that. Be consistent with your schedule. Our team's here to help you. It's gonna make a big difference in your life. Number 2 is the corrective exercises. We'll be giving you home care equipment, home care exercises, ergonomic changes. People who do the exercises get better. They're designed to be done every day and they're progressive. If you do those, you're gonna get better results faster, I guarantee it. And those will be updated throughout your care and adapted as your body's adapting and changing. If you don't do them or do them sporadically, you may not notice as much of a difference. So again, your commitment equals your results. Commitment to your adjustments, commitment to your home care are the 2 most important things you can do to start changing your spine and nervous system, to correct the cause of your health issues, and get your body functioning better. Number 3 is breaking bad habits. That's why we do classes like this. Next month, you'll get the 5 Essentials class. And then we have workshops every month that's helping you break bad habits, minimize the stresses in your life, create healthy habits, so that way your body starts functioning better and you're not recreating the same issues that we're working on correcting. When you're doing these 3 things, and this is what we check in your progress exams, you're gonna see that things really start changing for you. And now that you know this, there's just 2 things that we ask. Number 1, share the mission. Everyone who wants to be healthy should be seeing a corrective care chiropractor. Now that you understand how vitally important your spine and nervous system is and the role that plays in your health, you can see why it's so vital. So make sure you're getting your family checked, your spouse, your kids. Make sure you're sharing this with friends and family, people at work, people at church, your neighbors. Because if you don't tell them, who will? Who will? This is not on your insurance plan. It's not advertised on billboards in the mall or on the freeway. There's not commercials on TV that talk about this. We don't have billion-dollar ad budgets like pharmaceutical and drug companies do. The only way that people in your life are gonna know that there's an alternative to them suffering and taking drug shots and surgeries, that their body can heal itself naturally, and there is a solution to their health problems and getting their life back again, is if you tell them. So number 1, take care of yourself and commit to your care. Number 2, get your family on board so this becomes a long-term lifestyle for you that leads to the health outcomes that you want. And number 3, share it with everybody you know who wants to be healthy, because it'll change their life too, and they'll definitely thank you for it. We are here to support you through your health journey. And now that we're starting this journey, we look forward to sharing those wins with you.